Hi guys, it's Nico Rosberg, and I wanted to talk quickly about what Nico Rosberg has to do to get some momentum back in this World Championship. It's not gone right for him for the last three races. Obviously, the Spanish Grand Prix, he crashed out along with his teammate Lewis Hamilton and retired. And then in the next race after that, Monaco, he didn't have the best of weekends, brake problems in the wet, and struggled for a pace as well, and finished 7th place. And then in the last Grand Prix in Canada, had a tough race to finish in 5th place. So what can he do to get back up near the top and to have some momentum again? Obviously, it doesn't help that his teammate has won the last 2 Grand Prix. But one of the things I really wanted to focus on is what people kind of describe and always asking if he's under pressure. Now, he's a racing driver, and I'm sure it doesn't really matter whether if you have one bad race or not. I don't think his mental state is going to be changing from race to race. I think Nico's a professional, and I think that even if he has a bad weekend, he'll look to the next one and just try and look to improve on that, which I guess most drivers do. Lewis does that. If he doesn't have a very good weekend, he takes it on the chin. He looks for what he can improve on and tries to go out and win the next one. So I don't necessarily think it's any different for any other driver. If one other driver has a bad race, what you do is you put it behind you and you look to the next one. If that one doesn't go well, then you look and put it to the next one. So, I mean, his mood and demeanour, he looked completely relaxed today. He looked completely relaxed before the Grand Prix as well. So I'm assuming that in this frame of mind for this Grand Prix, he's absolutely raring to go and to get on it and hopefully try and win. It's just interesting that the media always has to seem to question where his mindset is. It must be really brutal getting beaten by your teammate who is a 3-time world champion. Well, I guess those questions are always going to happen because of the media and so forth. But, you know, it's interesting to see that doesn't happen the other way around. If, you know, no one was asking about Lewis's mental state when Rosberg won the first 4 races of the season. It was always like, well, you know how strong a teammate he is, he's got, and he'll bounce back. So I don't know why it's any different for Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton knows that he's got a strong teammate in Nico Rosberg, and anyone who, in my opinion, discounts Nico Rosberg is a bit, not foolish, but it's against your own kind of peril, really, because Rosberg's a good driver. He's in a Mercedes that can win a championship, can win a title, can win a race. But what can you do this weekend to get back on form? Well, obviously, take pole position and win the race. If he can't take pole position and Lewis takes pole position, then I think it's just about getting some solid points. Because if Lewis wins and Rosberg comes second, it's 7 points difference. He's got 9 points, so it would be a 2-point gap going into the next race. Now, if Nico wins and Lewis comes second, it's a 7-point gap he's opened up on his teammate. So that's 9 points already, and the 7 that he's going to gain from winning the race. So I think for this weekend, it's about staying out of trouble, not having a bad race. The start's going to be crucial. I think if he's second, he just needs to stay second and keep it into turn 1. Maybe if he can, he's got a great chance to be fighting his teammate down that long straight and into turn 1. At any point during the Grand Prix, he just needs to stay 1 second, and I'm sure that those 2 Mercs will be having a battle at some point. So, or he can just, if he's quicker, wait for Lewis to pit, have 3 or 4 laps of good pace, come in and pit himself, and gain track position. So there's many things he can do, but I think the most important thing for Nico in trying to gain momentum and win his championship is to have a clean weekend. Yes, in FP2, his car broke down and he didn't get to do a long runs, which is a bit of a shame. But yes, if he's going to definitely try and get back in this championship, I think he needs to have a clean weekend. If it's pole, it's pole. If it's the front row, it's the front row. If it's the first place in the race, it's the first place. If it's a second, it's a second. I can't judging on today's running, I don't think there's anything that I don't think there's much that can. I don't think he's going to finish anywhere below second. Really, I mean the car looks on fire. His rivals are struggling, so it could all change in FP3 in qualifying. But yeah, I just think that for him to really have a chance of gaining momentum, I think momentum is important in Formula One. Good results are important in Formula One, and if you go on a bad run, I always think that to kind of just let that bad run go, you kind of need to get one good result, and one good result just brings the momentum back and spurs you on. It's the same with Lewis. He was having bad results, he got one good result, and that led to another, and it won't be the same or any different for Nico Rosberg. He's had 3 bad races, but I think Baku presents the best chance for him to get his championship challenge back on track. And people need to stop, pressing the red button as if the world's ended for Nico Rosberg. There is a lot of races left in this World Championship. There are a lot of points left in this World Championship, and he's driving a Mercedes which can go to any race and win. So he's definitely got a great chance of winning this weekend. He's definitely got a great chance to win the championship. And let's see if he can have a clean weekend in Baku, Azerbaijan, for the 2016 European Grand Prix.